can't seem to keep up with what's going on.
Primer has a similar process as paint.
I think that's pretty much everything we can do for now. Are you ready?
A couple of days ago on the Captain Save a Home mini-series, the one about the bathroom, we removed the ceiling and wall fixtures, removed the doors, and applied the primer on the ceiling and walls. We applied 2 coats of an all-purpose primer, sealer, and stain blocker, giving us the ability to create a barrier from any stains that may be on the surfaces, as well as preventing the previous paint color from showing through in the final product. And we are now ready to apply the paint.
Well, great. Sounds like we're going to be watching paint dry all day. One of the things that I see happen on a regular basis, and this also applies to professionals when they paint, they'll try to paint with the roller first before they paint with the brush. The problem with that is it leaves brush strokes equal to the width of the brush that's being used and causes the brush strokes to be more obvious and prominent. We prefer to brush in the corners before we roll. The reason for that is because if you cut in the corners and the edges first, the roller will eliminate most of the brush strokes. So the brush strokes almost disappear completely once you've passed over the areas with a roller. And in this case, we're using a 3/8 snap roller based on the slight texture that most of the walls and the ceiling have. This is where you need to be careful when you're cutting in alongside the cabinet.
When painting edges without masking, it is best to use a high-quality brush. Apply only a small amount of paint to the brush and position your brush relatively flat against the surface you are painting, before traveling slowly across the edge. This may take a considerable amount of practice. Using some form of masking is usually advised, depending on your skill level.
We have here door casings, and I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to get these painted and have them look really good. First, what we do is we take our brush and we get these edges here and anything that is indented, anything in the inside corners, just like that. And then we take our foam roller, give it a little roll in the pan, run it over our surface, just like that.
For smooth surfaces such as door casing and door jambs, it is best to use a foam roller to maintain the smoothness of the surface that is being painted. It is also best to apply the paint with the brush and roller in smaller sections at a time. This will allow the foam roller to smooth out the brush strokes before the paint has an opportunity to begin drying.
Now back to the walls and ceiling. What happened? What happened? Are we done yet? That was just the first coat. We're gonna let this one dry, put a second coat on, and then let that one dry, put a third coat in since it's a bathroom. The third coat will make it a little more resilient. Well, wake me up when we're done.
Joseph, although we regret disturbing your rest, we have a few more tasks to complete before we complete this project.
I don't regret it.
My apologies, Captain. It appears I need to continue to work on my sarcasm.
We still have flooring, baseboards, and putting everything back together. We've still got a ways to go. So stay tuned. Well, that sounds like I'm going to have to rest up, because apparently we're saving that for another Captain Shorts.